Right now, everything changed inside that room. And you need to understand this very clearly, because what happened was small on the outside, but very heavy in meaning. President Mnangagwa slowly removed his glasses, placed them down, and then looked straight at Vice President Chiwenga. No smile, no words, just a direct, serious look. And in that moment, the entire room became very quiet. Nobody moved, nobody spoke, and that silence alone is what is now raising deep attention. Go ahead and like this video right now and subscribe, because you need to follow this story step by step as it unfolds. This was not just a normal meeting. This was a high-level gathering where important matters were being discussed, decisions that affect the direction of leadership. And when leaders sit in such meetings, every movement matters. Every look matters. And what happened here was not random. Mnangagwa removing his glasses is something people close to power understand very well. It often means he is about to focus deeply. It shows seriousness. It shows control. And when he then looked directly at Chiwenga, it turned that moment into something even more powerful. Like this video and subscribe, because this is getting very interesting. Now, listen carefully. Chiwenga did not respond with words, but his body language also became very firm, very still. And this tells you that both men understood the weight of that moment. This was not casual. This was leadership communication without speaking. Inside that room, other officials were present. And what they saw was something they will not forget easily. Because when two powerful leaders exchange such a moment, it sends a message to everyone watching. Subscribe right now and don't miss anything, because we are breaking everything down for you in simple English. Now, let us go deeper into what this means, because this is where the real story is. For a long time, there have been quiet signs that things are not fully smooth at the top. Everything may look calm in public, but inside, there are different views, different plans, and different directions being discussed. This moment could be connected to those differences. Like this video and subscribe, because we are going deeper. When Mnangagwa gave that look, some people inside that room may have taken it as a signal of authority, a way of saying, stay focused, stay aligned, and remember leadership order. But others may see it as something stronger, maybe a warning, maybe a message of control, maybe even a response to something that was said or planned before that meeting. Now think about this carefully. Why would such a moment happen in that setting? Why at that time? Why in front of other officials? These are the questions that make this situation very important. Subscribe and like this video right now, because you don't want to miss what comes next. Let us talk about timing. Timing in leadership is never random. Everything happens for a reason. And if this moment happened during a serious discussion, then it means something triggered it, something led to that direct look. It could be about decisions. It could be about direction. It could be about future plans. And when such things are involved, tension can quietly be without noise. Like and subscribe, because we are connecting the full story for you. Now imagine the room again, quiet, controlled, everyone watching without showing it. And in that silence, messages were passed without a single word. This is how power sometimes works. Not loud, not open, but very clear to those who understand. Chiwenga, being an experienced leader, understands such moments very well. And the fact that he remained calm shows that he also knows how to handle pressure situations. But calm does not mean simple, it means controlled. Subscribe now and keep following. Let us now connect this to the bigger picture. Leadership at this level always involves planning ahead, thinking about the future, and making sure positions are clear. And when there are strong personalities involved, moments like this can happen. This is why that simple action is now becoming a serious topic. Like this video and subscribe, because we are not done yet. There have been ongoing activities, meetings, and movements that show leaders are actively working behind the scenes. Strategies are being shaped, directions are being discussed. And when you see a moment like this, it fits into that bigger picture. Nothing stands alone. Everything connects. Subscribe and stay with me. Now, let us talk about what this could mean going forward, because this is where it becomes very important for you to understand. If this moment was a signal, then we may start seeing more signals, maybe in speeches, maybe in actions, maybe in how leaders appear together. Watch closely, like and subscribe, because updates are coming. If it was a message of authority, then we may see stronger leadership decisions. If it was a moment of tension, then we may see careful movements from both sides. Everything will show slowly, not suddenly. This is how these things work. Subscribe now and don't miss out. Let us go back again to that exact moment. Mnangagwa removes his glasses, pauses, looks directly at Chiwenga, and holds that look. That pause is very important because pauses in such situations carry meaning. They give time for the message to land. And it landed. Like this video and subscribe. Now think about the effect on others in the room. Once they saw that, they immediately understood that something serious was happening, even without words. And when leaders send such signals, others quickly adjust. They become more careful, more attentive. That is how influence works. Subscribe and keep watching. Now let us break the English. Very simple, so everyone understands. This was not just looking at someone. This was a strong look, a serious look, a leadership look. And that kind of look can mean many things depending on the situation. It can mean focus. It can mean warning. It can mean control. It can mean attention. Like this video and subscribe right now. And remember, leadership is not always about talking. Sometimes it is about showing, and what was shown here was powerful enough to make everyone quiet. That is the key point. Subscribe and stay tuned. Now, let us look ahead again. What should you watch for next? Watch how both leaders act in public. Watch their speeches. Watch their movements. Small signs will tell you more. This is how you follow such stories. Like and subscribe, because we will keep guiding you. Also understand this, not every serious moment leads to conflict. Sometimes it leads to alignment. Sometimes it brings clarity. Sometimes it resets focus. So we must watch carefully without rushing to conclusions. That is very important. Subscribe right now. But one thing is clear, that moment was real. It happened, it was noticed, and it carries weight. And that is why we are breaking it down like this, so you understand it clearly. Like this video and subscribe. Now, let me remind you again. Do not ignore small signs in leadership, because small signs often come before big decisions. And those who pay attention early always understand better. Stay alert. Stay informed. Subscribe now. We will continue to follow every step, every movement, every signal, and bring it to you in a simple and clear way so you don't miss anything important. Like this video and subscribe, because more is coming.